freedom for all.
Radio for all.
You are now live with the Humble Prince on Sahara FM Radio. Yeah. And we're back. Johnson, please turn that up a little bit, man.
Where's the serious portion of this segment? Stop listening to a bit.
Live with the Humble Prince, we're back. Thank you so much. Tonight's show is brought to you by the law offices of BolanliMaiwa.com. Please go to their website, BolanliMaiwa.
You see him dancing in the corner.
I know. www.maiwalaw.com. That's for the law offices of Bolanli Maiwa PC. Please go there for all your legal consultations pertaining to immigration, marriage, and child support, everything. They're willing to help you out. Also, the International Coalition for African Fashion, their website, www.i-caf.org. Please go to the website. Oh, also, Globally Igniting Africa. Please go to the website, gianow.org, and donate. Please, we need your help. Right now, it's time for the Humble Prince Roundtable, and tonight we're going to be discussing the Ferguson shooting, what's going on out there with Michael Brown, and the grand jury deciding not to indict his killer. That's exactly what he is, man. Darren Wilson, who had the audacity to go on ABC and talk about he would do it all over again. He did what he was paid to do and whatever. But of course, I'm joined by
what else do you expect him to say?
Well, I'm joined by the beautiful guest co-host Dolapo, Adedapo. Thank you very much. Hope you having
all these compliments, man.
Yeah, hope you're having fun so far.
Bless you.
Good. And also, friend to the house, one of the founding members of Live with the Humble Prince. I told you guys he'll be back, and sure enough, he's back.
The ladies are swooning all over.
But weren't the ladies doing that before he got here, though?
No.
Different ladies. Different ladies.
That's not what I heard.
You hear his voice?
I know. He put a little extra bass in it.
Okay. No more. We don't want to talk about. I'm just joking. Please, let's give a round of applause. Abiola himself, fundraiser, activist, and cultural critic. Guys, he's going to come back and talk about Gone Girl. We really wanted to talk about that, but there are more pressing issues going on around in the country right now, and that's about what's going on in Ferguson. Abiola, welcome back, man. How's it feel, man?
Feels good. Right. I wish I'd come back on different terms, different circumstances, not after a big, a poor outcome. Like what we've seen with the lack of an indictment on Officer Wilson.
Yeah, let's start with Dolapo. What do you think about the whole situation? Of course, you know the whole. We don't have to give everybody a chronology of what happened.
I feel like everyone knows what happened.
Exactly.
You know, my issue is that I don't think that we've had an accurate, very detailed description of exactly what happened. And I was a little upset. No. I mean, I'm not defending anyone. I was a little upset when they were reading. CNN was announcing it, and everyone, and he went on and on. Once he started with this is what happened, and people were changing their testimony, and this and that. I knew it was going to be not like they were not going to indict the officer, because it was just. And then the fact that he kept saying everyone changed their story. This is not really what happened. No one really said what happened. This and this, and I feel like all the evidence hasn't really been put out there for us to sort of decide. The truth of the matter is the officer shot him and killed him. But all the evidence...
Chased him down.
All the evidence, I feel, haven't necessarily been put out there for us. I mean,
After he was so scared after being punched in the face. He was so afraid of this Hulk character.
The Hulk Hogan.
That he got out of his car and chased the Hulk down.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, what do you think about the whole situation, man?
I think it's fucked up. I mean, I'm sorry. That's just how I feel.
It's Live with the Humble Prince, man. Go ahead.
And I think it's just another point in our historical timeline that shows that blacks aren't valued in this country. I have people calling me from London and all around the world telling me that they don't understand how black people can live in this country and not get mad and not have a certain level of rage that we see in other, types of protests all around the world. So there's a lot that needs to be done, but it's not just race, because police kill a lot of white kids too. Yeah. And I think
something has to happen. There had to be sort of that straw that broke the camel's back, and there's a build-up, and I think this was the build-up.
What straw? You look back at the 60s, you look back at the 70s, 80s.
You look back at 2012.
This is I think the only difference that we have today is that we have a platform through social media to express a lot of our rage and to also document a lot of these type of things. We've got mobile phones. Just the other day, a kid was shot when going for his wallet. Police officer stopped him at a gas station, and officer said, "Put your hands up."
Yeah, that was
He was
recently,
holding a tray of food or something. Put the food down, and he was trying to go get his wallet, and he got shot. Luckily, this officer was a bad shooter.
Right.
So he shot a bunch of, opened a bunch of clips, and the kid. What I noticed from
you need to shoot?
what I noticed from that particular situation was, even after he had shot the kid and realized that there was no weapon on the kids in the kid's possession, he continued to, angrily, he was very aggressive in the way he spoke to the guy, to the man. There's no regard from by law enforcement.
Utter disregard.
Right.
Definitely. But let me say something. I really think the sad part for me is that I think this is going to happen again.
It is going to happen again, and that's
Seriously.
and it's
No
gonna. And
way.
this is why I was upset the other day when I posted something on Facebook.
I'm going to share this on the Sahara page. Actually, it's called "Do Something or Shut Up," and I kind of like it. I'm surprised I didn't
No,
see
but
this.
it needed to be.
No.
Because so many people
we'll
jump
talk
on the
about it because
bandwagon, and
but
then
social
at the
media.
end of the day, it fizzled out, and that's why something like this can continue to happen.
Right.
Because right now, everyone, they're high alert. Everyone's protesting. Everyone's got something to say.
Until when? Till next week?
But they don't do anything. Exactly.
Right.
Just like Trayvon Martin, it's just everything is going to fizzle out soon,
Right.
and it's going to take another incident to happen for us to now band together and protest and
Right.
It's,
We'd like to hear from you guys. Please call. The number to call is 646-559-6640. I know some of you had called before during the break. Please call back. We'd like to hear from you. Abby, what do you want to say?
So what I was going to say is the impetus behind taking action is usually from an emotional state, an emotional place.
Right.
That's where you decide, hey, I'm angry, I'm going to do something about something. The
Right.
problem with social media is that there's an emotional reward when you get the interaction from people.
Right.
think
So
you've
you
done
felt
something.
you've done something. And what I like to tell people is that social media is not a destination, it's a conduit to connect with people.
It's only a platform, man.
So say whatever you want. If you say it's unimportant, you say the people that you're connecting with are unimportant. That's why I
Okay.
view it the way I do.
Right.
But the problem with the platform is that with anything like this or any desire to or any activist urge, you post something and you get a bunch of reactions and you feel good. You feel like you're belonging to a community of hurting people.
Right.
And you think that it ends there. And there's a problem with that because there are eyeballs that validate what you've done. So I got home after I heard the verdict.
Right.
I just saw a bunch of posts, a bunch of people quoting and posting and linking and pictures and updates, and I just kept on looking at this, and I said, I just saw everybody trying to be unique in the way they express their. It became
mean,
more
I
about
was-
how
I
do
was
I
guilty of this.
express my hurt in the most unique way. And I sat there and I just watched it over and over and over, and I got upset. And then I remembered 2 years ago, Trayvon Martin died. We did the same
Exactly.
thing.
had a hood
Right.
on. Everyone changed it.
Everybody had a hood on. You had a black photograph, blackout
And a few
profile
weeks later, that
pictures,
was gone.
and then it was gone. So the reason I wrote that was because I was challenging myself foremostly, because I made some commitments that I didn't hold up to,
Okay.
and I did some things that were convenient. I spoke at this place. I went to some rallies, and I felt like I had done something. But truthfully, what I did is not going to change anything.
Right.
Yeah.
From at least at the level that's required for this not to happen again.
Exactly.
But I mean, to defend people, because I'm sort of one of these guilty people. Hold on. I was guilty
Okay.
of putting a quote up. And it was out of, like you said, the emotional aspect of it and the frustration. I continued to watch CNN after this was announced. And I saw the riot sort of, ensue and then blowing up a car and setting fire and the looting. And I put up a quote about nonviolence on my social media page.
Right.
And it was just one of those things because I just felt compelled. I mean, to be honest, I'll say that you get a couple likes, and at the end of the day, you haven't really made much of a difference. But the emotional part of me, I just felt compelled to do it because that's how I felt at the moment.
Yeah, I'm
and
getting
for
a lot
the
of that
5 or
comments.
10 people that maybe possibly saw it or that liked it or commented, I felt like I'm voicing that I'm not a part of this, let's angrily go and tear up our community because we're so angered by this decision, because I didn't feel like that was justified in any way. You can be upset and you can peacefully protest, and that's what I did. But I do understand what he's saying, but just to defend people, I guess that was their way of, that was their outlet.
Let's take this caller real quick. You're live with the Humble Prince. Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name Clive.
Clive, thank you for calling. What's up?
Yeah, man, you know, I vex, you know.
Okay. About?
Yeah, I well vex with them, you there, where them shot him and just kill him, you know. We can't go on, so every time them just shot we and kill we. We have to do something, you know.
I believe, man. Solidarity, man. We have to come together and do something and not just
But what do you,
talk about it. What do you think we should do, man? Do you have any solutions?
Yeah.
Well, you know, we have to tell the president, apart from giving what you call it, stay and visa and all them things there, must also go and check, say, security of black people paramount. See?
Okay.
Yeah.
I agree, man. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. But thank you, man. Here's what I want to say about social media doing everything. Honestly, it's a good way for information. It's a good way for us to create awareness. But it's not. I think it makes us
signing a petition. You're really not.
It kind of makes us lazy. And to what Abby said, I saw that. You know, people just comment and they feel like, oh, they get like likes and everything. Now, people think I have disdain for likes. No. If you're using those likes and comments to do something and it transcends social media, I could pat myself on the back, honestly. So I was never a fan of social media. I got on it, I saw, everything. I parlayed into emceeing events and doing this radio show. I could talk about Abby too. I've seen what he does on social media, like the book club, because I love to read, even though I know, so it's surprising to many people.
We believe that.
But you know, we came together and that transcends social media. And we now have a book club and everything. So we need to do more than just social media activism. You know, I don't like it, but Abby, talk, man. We're gonna take a break soon.
We read one of the books we read was Michelle Alexandra's The New Jim Crow.
Yeah.
And at that discussion,
right,
I remember one of the gentlemen that came. His name's Anthony Cunningham, and he kept on saying, "We don't have a plan. We don't have a plan," and we all kind of laughed.
Yeah.
But you know what I realized? When a corporation has a tragic outcome or something happens to a company,
right,
what do? They have a contingency plan to deal with
So it doesn't happen.
problems and disasters.
right.
We as a community, what are our contingency plans? Because you just said at the beginning of the segment that this is probably going to happen again. And when it happens again, what are we going to do?
Exactly. Exactly.
Because as much as we work to try to prevent it from happening, because some people have put up the body cam petition. It got a lot of signatures, and I think the Department of Justice actually responded back to that. I haven't fully read it. But along with preventing this, what are our contingency plans when it does happen again? What are the, paths of recourse, even after the Justice Department,
the federal investigation, right,
has failed us? That too, yeah.
Yeah, hold on a second. You're live with the Humble Prince. What's your name and where you calling from?
I'm calling from Maryland.
Yes, hi. What's your name? Yeah, hi. What would you like to say? We're talking about Ferguson.
I know. I would like to say, I agree with the guest, Abiola. I feel like everybody just tries to one-up each other on Facebook.
Right. It was a competition of likes and comments, man, and that doesn't mean shit. Excuse my French.
It doesn't mean anything. Like, we got to do something, and people got to realize that one of the most powerful tools we have is voting. Like, the people in Ferguson, they can go to the ballot box. They can go to the ballot box, really make changes. There's local representatives that represent them in the courts and all kinds of places. But I feel like people just go vote and they vote for the president.
Right.
Everything else.
Exactly.
There are other things they can do, and they need to be educated.
Right.
I mean, unless we have friends that actually live in Missouri, Ferguson, on Facebook, that we can invite and have these people organize, galvanize, and do something. Get these people out of office, and that will affect change.
Yeah.
Because the people you put in there are the ones that put in the police, superintendent, all representatives that represent the community. And that's how you make change.
Exactly. Adi, thank you so much for that call. Appreciate it. Okay, Dolapo, say something because we have to take a break.
Do you not feel, you guys that are sort of almost blasting the social media here?
No.
People, like, okay, his idea with, empowering people, getting people together.
Right.
Go on Facebook, go on social media, and put that out there, and it will spread.
But it will
I understand that with the saturation of all the comments.
We need to take action, though. action.
We do, but
I don't see
this
enough
leads
of
to
it.
action.
I think the problem.
I'm calling myself
the
out,
problem
too.
with the comments is that it reinforces a bad habit or reinforces a culture of inactiveness.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the problem.
see that.
It encourages laziness.
It encourages laziness because maybe one or two people will take a couple of posts and say, okay, I'm going to do something. But what I will say is, and when we return from the break,
Right.
there are a couple of lists of things that came
Yeah.
out of a bunch of
The
discussions
boycotting,
Right.
that
Black
we can
Friday.
do actually to
Yes.
prevent this from happening again.
And one of the things is boycotting. Abby's back for real. I ain't never seen the phone this busy in a while. Live with the Humble Prince. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, this is Chantel.
Hi, Chantel. I like your voice.
Focus,
Hi,
focus.
Hi.
I think everyone has the right to express themselves on social media.
Okay.
I think social media shouldn't be bashed. I think it's safer than going on the streets and causing commotion.
Okay.
And I don't appreciate what you guys are saying about social media right now.
Well, sorry, but honestly, I think.
mean, I was kind of defending people actually.
Well, I think we should take it a little step further than just talking on
Yeah,
social
I
media
don't think they're bashing social
getting
media.
gassed by
Exactly,
likes and
yeah.
comments and not doing anything. That's my point.
See, when people, when the
Sorry,
first,
sorry, Abby. What did you want to say, Chantel?
What would you advise people to do? Should they go on the streets, hold bottles, do stuff like that?
No, I mean, we're just saying that we've created this culture of, we created this culture where people post a comment and they feel like they've done something by doing that. And it's not. It's literally taking the lazy way out. And I think all they're trying to say is, in addition to doing that, do something that's actually going to make a difference because you're on comments, to be honest.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Don't do
Sorry,
that.
Chantel, can you talk up a little bit? I like the sexy voice and all, but you need to talk up a little bit, please.
can I just say something to Chantel?
Yeah, go ahead.
Chantel, just
give suggestions. You're just
okay.
saying
So
do something
Chantel,
positive.
right after Eric Garner got choked and died, I was contacted by a woman that works for the UN to join in a town hall in Harlem to speak on solutions that we can implement in our communities.
Right, and I saw that.
I've got 2,000 Facebook friends. I have a post that has 3,000 comments on it. I asked a bunch of my friends to join me at this town hall. 4 friends came.
But I joined online, though.
That's fine.
I joined online.
love
I
that
couldn't
you're
make
like, let me
it.
That's
defend
fine.
myself.
Yeah, I got a son. I got to pick
4
up from school afterwards, man.
friends
All right.
joined. Now, if I post some crap about Beyonce or
Kim
Kim
Kardashian's
Kardashian's butt, everyone's going to have some profound thing to say. But when you say come to a town hall, I'm not talking about rioting immediately.
Yeah.
Come to a town hall, go out and get people to vote.
mind.
No one's going to do that. Sign a petition, I'll get to it. Donate money to something that can make a change. No, I'd rather spend money on some app or some crap like that. The point is we all need to hold ourselves accountable.
Yes.
If you're going to defend social media, or if my post or somebody accusing you of not doing anything because you posted something offends you, that's because it's challenging you. Because if you're doing something, you're going to ignore that criticism.
Right. Damn, dog, you chase Chantel away, man.
Chantel's
Nah,
like,
man.
I don't need to hear
Chantel,
this.
I'm
thank
sorry,
you.
but-
Thank you for listening.
No,
we appreciate it.
Yes,
Right.
we appreciate your
Yeah.
input, and everyone's
Right.
entitled to their opinion. But he's very passionate
Right.
about this. As
I'm
we all
passionate
should
about
be.
it too. Yeah,
As
we have
all
about 10
should
more
be.
minutes on the show, guys. We're going to take a break and we'll be right back. I just want to say that tonight's show is brought to you by the law offices of Bolanli Mayowa PC. Please go to their website www.mayowalaw.com. Also, the International Coalition for African Fashion. Please go to their website www.i-caf.org. Also, Globally Igniting Africa. Go to gianow.com. Please donate. We're trying to provide 1,000 care boxes for women and girls in South Africa, Tanzania, and our homeland, Nigeria. Live with the Humble Prince with Dolapo, Adedapo, and Abiola. Okay, we'll be right back. Good stuff, guys, man. I thought that was a good, passionate.
ojoojúmọ́ lomi lọ. Ojoojúmọ́ ni iná lọ. Ojoojúmọ́ lomi lọ. Ká sọ wọ́pọ̀ o. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lórí wa o, ká jọ ṣe. Báyìí kọ́ ò rárá. Báyìí kọ́ ò. Báyìí kọ́ ò rárá. Báyìí kọ́ ò.
Freedom for all.
Radio for all.
You are now live with the Humble Prince on Sahara FM Radio. Yeah. We're back live with the Humble Prince on Sahara FM Radio. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and your participation. Thank you for your phone calls, Facebook, Twitter. I said Twitters, tweets, and WhatsApps and everything. Thank you so much. Again, tonight's show is brought to you by the law offices of Bolanli Mayowa PC. Please go to the website, www.mayowalaw.com. Also, the International Coalition for African Fashion. Their website is www.i-caf.org. And Globally Igniting Africa, GIAnow.com. Please go there and donate. We're trying to provide 1,000 care boxes to women in Tanzania, South Africa, and Nigeria. And, of course, I've been having a very heated conversation. Passionate. Let me say heated. Heated might have a negative connotation. I got to use these big words, man. Abiola's in the house. About, like I said, a passionate conversation about the Ferguson
I mean, we focus
situation,
a lot
which is a very polarizing
on what people are doing, and I think that that's what it is. I
Right.
think we should step back from this verdict has it has come down. Like he's not
And
going to be indicted.
it's a shame.
So
It's a sham.
being angry, being angry, you should now channel this anger into
Right.
action,
I
and that's
just
all
want to
we're
say
really
this
trying
thing,
to say.
and, I invited I wanted a cop buddy of mine to call in, but unfortunately he's in Atlanta, but he couldn't call in. But
cops
I
right
want to
now,
say this:
we're gonna-
there's got to be other ways for policemen
to be
to
able-
stop.
I think I said this
Yeah.
when this first happened.
And-
Like, why don't they have rubber bullets? Why don't they have
Or they
other
could taser. They could taser.
alternatives?
This guy said he didn't want to carry his
I'll tell-
taser gun
I'll
because
tell
he
you.
was too bulky.
I have 2 police officer friends that I consult regularly about these issues.
Right.
They'll tell you tasers don't work, and they'll give you statistics and
Okay.
data. Certain size, certain fabrics of clothes, tasers don't work.
Okay.
They won't
Okay.
grip the
Right.
What
suspect.
about rubber bullets? That can sort of,
Rubber
it's
bullets.
just more like you're trying to incapacitate the person. You're not trying to kill them because at the end of the day,
Right.
do you want? I mean, even as a police
And
officer,
this
you
is
don't
what-
want to take an
right.
innocent life.
And I
Like,
had
that's got to weigh on your
I had some
conscience.
buddies from Nigeria and the UK calling. They're saying that why can't you shoot the arm, shoot the leg?
No, that's
Policemen
another
are
It's
thing.
hard to
trained.
sort of train, and that
Nah,
he and
policemen
that
are trained to
moment,
shoot body,
kill.
mass, and center, and unfortunately, that's
well,
where we
it's
have
the
all the.
largest. Yeah.
That's where we have all the vital organs. Live with the Humble Prince. What's your name and where you're calling from? Please make it quick.
Hello, my name is Tommy. Please,
Hi,
I just
Tommy.
want to say,
Yes.
when the policemen start shooting only to kill, can't you shoot just to maim,
Yeah. That's,
not to kill?
I mean, that's exactly what we were just talking
That's what
about
we're
right
just
now.
talking
That
about. Right.
you know, why is it always like I suggested something like rubber bullets because I feel like yes, they're painful, but you're trying to incapacitate the person. You're not trying to kill them.
Right.
You
Wait,
can shoot the leg, shoot the hand.
We
You
just
have to
said
shoot
that.
the chest.
No,
No,
everybody.
but
It's hard.
they think they might miss. Abby, go ahead.
It's
That's what I'm
hard.
saying.
What's her name again?
Tommy.
Tommy. Sorry to say,
Yes.
it, but Hollywood has made us feel that, convinced us that shooting is very easy.
It's not.
Mm.
Have you
Truth
been
of the
to-
matter is, officers, it's not easy to shoot, let alone shooting a moving object. You're trying to shoot the leg of a moving object.
Yeah, it's
Right.
hard.
You put everybody else at risk.
Exactly.
The problem is getting them to shoot at the right time, and they're under the right circumstance.
Yeah.
And they're under a
That's
lot
the
of pressure
problem.
too. It's a split second and everything. But I just want to ask Tommy. Tommy, I know you're aware of the situation that's going on in Ferguson, and what do you have any solutions that you like to proffer?
I just want to tell everybody to calm down. The violence has happened. There should be no more violence. All the people on the road should go home. There's Thanksgiving tomorrow.
Well, Tommy,
No
God bless
extra
you.
violence.
Tell me, where are you calling from?
Tommy, God bless you, Joe.
So, Tommy, I think that
Have a happy Thanksgiving.
people
Thank
need
you.
an
Okay,
outlet.
happy Thanksgiving to you too. God bless you all.
Thank
Good
you,
Lord
Joe.
bless you.
Amen.
Yeah.
Did you
No,
say good
serious.
luck, bless us?
Yes, may the good Lord. Yeah, thank you.
luck.
So let's talk about some solutions. What do you guys want to talk about for solutions, or because I wanted us to touch on this
Well, I mean, I
boycotting
think he had like a couple.
Black Friday
Yeah. I feel like you guys need to explain this a little bit more to me because I'm sort of on this sort of.
Sorry, let me just say something, guys.
Little.
For those of you that don't know what Black Friday is not because black people shop a lot of that day. It's because this is when the companies come out of the red and go into a black. It has no racial significance whatsoever.
It did. Sorry, I don't know how true this is, and I hope I'm
and
not
it has
just
no racial undertones. Go ahead.
Perpetuating stereotypes or stigmas. But I heard Black Friday came back from slavery, and it was a day.
No.
Is it true that after Thanksgiving that they would sell slaves for a cheaper, reduced?
Wait, let me take this call real quick. You're live with Thumber Prince. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, it's Boomy.
Hey,
Boomy.
Same Boomy, guest co-host Boomy.
Yes, guest co-host Boomy.
I wish you were here tonight.
Boomy.
I wish you were here tonight.
How are you?
I'm fine. Long time.
Yeah, I wish you were here tonight instead of somebody.
Really?
No, I'm just joking. Boomy, go ahead. What would you like to say? Thanks for calling.
I'm a little time delayed, so I'm not really too sure if you guys are still on Ferguson.
We are.
Yes, we are.
We're on Ferguson.
Okay, and the last thing that was said, because the last thing that I saw was why aren't we shooting to maim or shooting to incapacitate?
That was the last comment, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that was the last thing that I heard. I think it has a lot to do with the perception of particularly the black body, black males. We've seen it in Birth of a Nation, and black males have this, and even Darren Wilson said it himself. He was a growling, he made a noise that I had never heard before. He was a growling Hulk, and he was big and hulking, and there's this perception of black men as being animalistic. And therefore, when it comes to animals, you're going to want to kill. You're not going to want to just harm them.
You're hunting.
Okay? The statistics will show you that white agitators or white suspects, pardon me, are incapacitated or talked down more readily than our black suspects.
Right.
Black suspects are killed more times than not.
Yeah.
You have the gentleman, if you can even call him that, who shot up the movie theater. He's now on trial, and
he was heavily armed. He had an arsenal.
Completely, heavily armed. Okay, people are jumping the White House fence left and right with the black president. But if you recall, there was a young black lady who mental illness was involved. But they shot her to death.
It's crazy.
She was not armed. She did not have artillery in her car, as did some of these White House fence jumpers.
Right.
So it has to do with the black body being considered lesser than, number one, and violent innately.
Right.
So it's a problem. It's a problem. And until that perception is changed, there will consistently be issues like we've been seeing. It's unfortunate, but the list of names, Mike Brown, Trayvon Martin, so on and so forth, it will continue.
Right.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Boomy, thanks so much for calling, and we're looking forward. We're looking forward to you coming back. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving. Right. Abby, let's talk about
a little history on Black Friday, real quick.
Okay. Yeah.
Black Friday essentially signifies when a company goes from the red
to the black. That's what I thought.
Financial loss.
Right.
So, and if you understand that concept, then you could see how boycotting Black Friday sends a message.
It does send a message, but Abby, here's my thing. I don't think one day is going to have. I don't think one day is going to have an impact. I don't think all of us are going to come in solidarity to support that. I think we need to boycott something. I was just speaking to Lovey about this. Why don't we boycott the whole Christmas season? That would really really an impact.
Not to accuse you, but I feel like this is coming from a now I don't have to buy gifts kind of perspective here.
Yeah.
No, but I mean that's what I'm saying. I guess when I saw this Black Friday petition, I understood
it's picking up some steam.
It is, but I just feel like it's not going to make the impact that people are intending. Like it's not grand enough to make this impact stay.
No single act is going to make the impact that we want.
There's power in numbers, though.
This is clearly a short term, and it's something to keep in the minds of people. Every single act of protest, every single riot, every single looting act, which I'm not endorsing, reminds, perpetrators.
Right. Someone, I was having a talk with somebody, and they were talking about the looting. And they said why they supported it. They said this is the way, this is the only way some people know how to express themselves. I thought it was just
make it right.
right. I just thought it was a crime of
I'm
opportunity.
disgusted by it.
But to what he said, well, the looting will remind them that, you know what, if you guys keep treating us and, you know, with injustice and
they're
everything,
destroying their
this
own
is what-
neighborhoods.
this is
But the
gonna
looting
happen.
doesn't
The
do
looting
anything
is destroying.
for the
They're
police
setting
culture.
fire. Exactly. They're
Right.
setting fire and looting and damaging their own neighborhood that they need to reside
Quite
in.
frankly, if I'm a
their
police
businesses.
officer, I'm gonna get excited. I actually get to use my gear. When
Not even
everyone's
that. Do
looting.
you know how much it's cost the taxpayers, the rioting
Exactly,
and
it's
everything?
costing
and overtime?
you. You're
The
destroying
police-
your own
Right.
community. I was so disgusted by that, and like I said, that's why I posted the comment because I'm so disgusted because I feel like by this looting and these rioting and this non-peaceful protest measures,
the idea
you're
behind-
perpetuating the stereotype
And
of the
that's
black
why-
man, the angry black man.
And that's why the idea behind the Black Friday is to send a message that will get large companies and institutions to take action. Like,
let's take this last call. Thank you for calling live with the Umber Prince. What's your name and where you calling from? Can you talk loud? Can you talk up? Can you talk up a little louder?
Now?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Please, yes. What would you like to say? Thanks for calling.
Yes, I'd like to talk about the Ferguson decision.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I think it was not cool because Michael Brown says don't shoot, don't shoot. He says don't shoot, don't shoot.
And it's too short.
He says don't shoot, don't shoot. And then, and then what happens? There are 6, from the autopsy report, there were 6 gunshots, found. How do you explain that?
I know,
I don't understand.
Yeah, and they shot. He got a shot in the head too. It's a shame. Yeah.
Like, and then there was this audio recording from like a neighbor.
Yeah, he heard about 12 shots. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, like
so
pop,
sad.
pop, 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 and like hello.
I know.
Like hello, what's happening to the world?
It's crazy. But thank you for calling and thank you for listening. I appreciate it. Thank you. So, guys, sorry, we have to round up. Abby, any last words, solutions, and everything? Again, add him on Facebook. Abiola, okay. He had a very good ride.
Sure that's his name right now?
That's why I couldn't tag your ass earlier, man.
Changes his name
he's
every 2 months.
I'm going to share it. It's on my Facebook page. I thought it was a very good write-up. Abby's also a writer, purveyor of the... What's that blog again? Just go to his Facebook page. It's not on the Facebook. Stimulated evidence. Right.
Oh.
No, Abby used to be on the show before, man. He's coming back, and everything.
Dragged him back, kicking and screaming.
Yeah, appearances and everything. So I like that write-up. I'm reading it now, and I don't know how I missed it, but I guess, yesterday I was just engulfed in the TV and watching everything. I was trying and preparing for the show and everything. So, Abby, any last words?
Yeah, I was just going to say, more than anything else, we should get behind body cams.
Okay.
They're shown to reduce hostile police interaction with citizens, and it also protects police officers because citizens act accordingly as well when they know they're being recorded.
Okay.
Voting. We've got to vote. 60% of Ferguson.
We have to change the laws,
black.
man.
That prosecutor would never have been there. I mean, we've really got to get involved in the political process.
What do you think about people that said the guy had like a conflict of interest because his dad
had? I mean,
his dad was killed by
those
a black
things
man.
are subjective. You can't substantiate that.
Right.
We really should teach our kids, not necessarily teach them to withdraw, but teach them how to deal with police officers.
Yes.
At the end of the day,
I don't think it's being docile. I think
not
it's
being
just
docile.
being, cooler heads prevail, man. That's cliched, but
assume how you would act like you're innocent.
Remember, he's got a gun.
I mean, I know I'm gonna get some heat for that, but I think there's more weight around.
He said it.
Okay, let's take
this
this last call.
Lastly,
let me just take this last call. You're live with the Umber Prince. Make it quick. We're about to round up. Thanks for calling. What's your name?
I called earlier. My name is Toyin.
Toyin.
I didn't say where I was calling from. I'm calling from Lagos, Nigeria.
Fantastic. Please, what would you like to say? And thank you for listening.
Yeah, I called and I spoke about the Ferguson decision just about some minutes ago.
Oh, you called back to let us know your name. Thank you, Tony. Now everybody in New York.
And thank you for staying up this late to listen to us.
Oh,
I appreciate it.
I'm not surprised. I mean, this is one of the biggest radio shows.
Yeah, thank you.
So, Tony, thank you so much, and happy Thanksgiving.
How do I listen? How do I listen to you guys?
Go to www.saharafmradio.com and also SaharaReporters.tv, and if you go to the Facebook page, you'll see the link there. And also, we're also going to be on YouTube. You have to go to the Sahara FM radio YouTube channel. And thanks to myself and Toya C. Phillips, we're updating new and more videos. So check us out. Thank you so much. And spread the word in Nigeria, man. Are you on Facebook?
Yes, I am.
Add Humble Prince and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I got something for you, I promise. Thank you so much.
And peace, y'all. Peace.
Bye.
Yeah. She just wants to feel like she's from New York saying peace. Yeah, Nigerian.
Leave out Joe.
I know. Abby, so you were saying lastly.
Lastly, boycott establishments that don't support, that don't support reducing police violence, brutality.
Right, we have to take action. Dolapo, what do you want to say?
But voting is the most important thing.
Yes.
Voting,
I mean,
please vote.
To sum it up, it's really like, don't just talk about it, be about it. Like, if that makes any sense. Like, that's the saying is all the time. Like, if you're this angry about it and you're going to constantly talk about it, transform that into action. Do something. Make a difference, because we all sit there sort of complacent and think, and someone else will do it. I don't need to do anything. What difference would I make? One person can make a difference.
One person can make
a difference. You know what I mean? Like, and that's really the mentality. And the relationship between police and, they're black police officers, they're white police officers. We all need to learn how to really relate with each other. There needs to be training. There needs to be a way that we can all live in peace, as cheesy as that sounds. And it has to do with training police officers as well as the youth, and training kids and everyone, so that we can have more harmonious interactions.
Yeah, fantastic. Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. Guys, that's about all the show we have. So, Abby, before we go, does anybody, your Thanksgiving plans, does anybody just want to give a shout out? You know how we do here.
Just thank my parents.
Fantastic, man. It's beautiful.
He said that. Now I have to thank mine. No, happy Thanksgiving to everyone. My mom's in Nigeria. Happy birthday to my mom.
Yes.
It was her birthday on Monday. Happy birthday, mom. Even though she's in Nigeria.
Right.
Happy birthday, mommy. Love you.
Fantastic. Guys, thank you for listening. As you can see, that was a very, very engaging show. And it's a very hot topic right now. And I hope this is the last time we're witnessing unarmed black men getting killed by police. Policemen, please chill, man.
Unarmed anyone getting killed.
Unarmed anybody, right. Please, and everything. But before I go, I'd just like to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. But I got to give my production team a round of applause, please. Let's give a round of applause to Jonathan, from Guy, Nick, Quasi. I saw Quasi back there. Toya C. Phillips on social media all by itself. Toya C. Phillips at Entertainment News. Thank you to Omalicha as well and everything. But before I go, I just want to give three quick shout outs to a good buddy of mine. His name is Realize. Yesterday was his birthday. Happy birthday, Realize. Also to a guy that's like a brother to me and has always been looking out for me since 1992, since 91 when I came back from Nigeria. This guy actually, I remember when I came, I went and bought LA Gears, and he said, no, LA Gears are not cool, man. You got to get some Jordan. So he helped me. Shola, I love you, man. Thank you so much. And also to Tony Okinedo, man. I'm not even going to say on there all that you've done for me, man, but thank you for making such a huge impact on my IT career, man. I love you, man. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody, but I can't sign out without saying this.
Thankful for the people you have in your lives.
Definitely. November, Jonathan, please help me just turn the music down a little bit. November 25th was 8 years ago. That's when I lost my mom. And I can actually say that I'm doing talk radio because of my mom. My mom was actually the one that put the bug in me. We used to listen to Star and Buckwild together. Mr. Troy Terrain, big shout out to you. You've always been an idol to me. My mom and I used to love listening to you. And every time we would listen to you, my mom would say, you know what? And that means that the same rubbish that you were talking about, you could say the same rubbish too. So I lost my mom to cancer 8 years ago. Mom, I love you. I'm sorry I couldn't go to the great site yesterday, but I'm going there tomorrow on Thanksgiving. And I thank you for everything you taught me and everything. It's just...
Really?
No, I'm just joking. Live with the Humble Prince, man. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Ben's not here, so he's not.
I mean, that's where the real deal is.
And that's it. That's all the show we have. We'll see you next week. Thank you. That's all the show we have.